What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes, where I love talking all things Veve NFTs, speculation, and of course the market. So I was going to post a video here probably around noontime Pacific, but it sounds like Veve had other plans, so I'm actually pushing that video out later in the day because I do want to not bombard you guys with too many videos in a shorter amount of time. I do want to talk about the most recent announcement that Veve did have about the new villain drop. They actually dropped the Medium article. My last video actually talked about the drop itself, or at least kind of just speculating on what it is. But yeah, before we jump into that, I do want to kind of give a big shout out to Real Property, your local scalper, ExecuSpeak, as well as Travis for the most recent donations on my stream. I think it'll be kind of a fun thing just to kind of give those people a shout out that are helping support the stream financially, which I really appreciate. And if you guys want to follow me at HRO Vibes on HRO, and then Fastos as well as Ultraverse Steamboat Willie at 9.999 million. I tend to update those daily, if not every other day. So I am usually towards the top on those. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So two things. First off, thank you, Veve, Digital Collectibles. They're supporting Earth Day. They obviously made a big emphasis on that they're 100% carbon neutral NFTs and stuff like that, which does make them stand out from a lot of other NFT projects for the most part. But yeah, now to get in the meat and potatoes of it. We have Disney Villains, Series 1. I'm not sure why they put such a big emphasis on this emoji-style 3D collectibles. I'm not sure if these are NFTs we can maybe use via like messaging through like the Veveverse or some sort of metaverse thing, or maybe I'm sure we're going to treat them just like any other 3D collectible on the platform. But it just seems like there's a big emphasis. Maybe it's just emoji-style art. I was a bit, not even concerned, but just curious what this emoji style is. It's like, okay, is emoji style a new type of art? Kind of like the poster or a car or the lenticular cards, things like that. Like, is that considered an art style? But that doesn't seem to be the case because I did look at the Medium article very briefly. We'll go ahead and jump into it. But before that, the drop is going to be on Saturday, April 23rd at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the usual drop time that we've been having for a long while. All right, so now we're finally into it. Disney Villains Series 1. So we actually have 4 drops, 4 full color emoji style collectibles. April 23rd, like I said. And right there we have Ursula on the front, which I have been told Ursula is probably one of the best villains, one of the most collectible ones that we see on the physical side of things. Again, digital is completely new. We're still trying to figure out who's going to be popular there. For this drop, we have 4 Walt Disney Animation Studios' most feared villains in full color. I'm not going to read all of this, but I will put a link down in the description to this Medium article so you guys can read it yourself. So the first one we have is Ursula. I actually watched a lot of Little Mermaid when I was a kid. I thought she was pretty crazy looking, and she was pretty scary at times. And this one says, Ursula, I get what I want. That is the common. Series 1. The glamorously villainous Ursula debuted in the classic 1989 animated musical from Walt Disney Animation Studios, The Little Mermaid. Cunning and theatrical, she is shown in full color 3D. Ariel's voice captured in her, complete with Ariel's voice captured in her Nautilus necklace. So is this potentially teased to be animated? I'm not sure why they added that little phrase at the very end, complete. It says she is shown in full 3D color in this 3D emoji style collectible, complete with Ariel's voice captured in her Nautilus necklace. So is this potentially not maybe animated, but maybe voice activated? You tap on her, there's going to be Ariel's voice, something like that. I mean, that's just a tease. It seems like Veve is kind of, more recently they've been kind of teasing stuff and not outright saying, hey, this is animated, this has this voice line. We kind of saw that with the kit car. We weren't sure if it was animated, if it was going to have the light, if it was going to talk. We didn't really know. It was kind of hinted at it. It's like, all right, are they talking about the vehicle in the movie, or are they actually talking about the NFT in the platform or on the Veve app? Like, we're not really sure. So first thing I noticed is that this is a first appearance. So this isn't like an art style, like a card or a poster or anything like that. So this is technically one of those 3D premium collectibles that Veve kind of ties to like the first appearances. The list price I noticed too was 20 gems. So for a long time, a lot of the Disney things were 60 gems, whether it's Steamboat Willie, Golden Moments, whatever it is. And then we had the 40 gems when it came to the lenticular cards. Now we're going all the way down to 20 gems for these, let's call them emoji style collectibles for the most part. So 14,000 collectibles for this. We're still keeping that 928. So I think that's the year that basically Mickey started. I'm trying to remember what that was. It was like 1928. I think that's the year that Mickey Mouse started. Not entirely sure. Maybe Disney. But yeah, the list price is 20 gems. I do think this is going to be well collected. like I said before, I know some other content creators like Rob Stuff. They've said that like they've never had an issue selling Ursula toys, collectibles, whatever it is online. Again, it could be completely different, but I think that's kind of the best thing we can kind of base our estimations on of like what's going to do well. This next one, Queen of Hearts, not impressed. This is Queen of Hearts has made her first appearance in 1951. Walt Disney, Alice in Wonderland, known for her explosive emotion and uncontrollable temper. This villain is featured in 3D full emoji style with her iconic heart-shaped fan as signature cowl. So it's kind of talking about her look and her aesthetic. This one talked more about the Ariel's voice captured in the Nautilus necklace. Is that actually a thing? I actually do remember that now reflecting. I mean, it's been 15 years since I've watched Little Mermaid, but I do remember she did kind of like lose her voice. So maybe these are just kind of flair, like, you know, adjectives that they're talking about the NFT and not actual like animation stuff, but who knows. So again, 20 gems, 10,000 editions on this. So the other one had 14,000. This one has 10,000. This is the uncommon first appearance. Honestly, I haven't really watched too much of Alice in Wonderland. I think I watched it like twice when I was really young. Maybe I'll watch it again someday. But I do know she's relatively popular, but is she as popular as like Ursula? I don't think so, personally. Here we have the Queen who wants a bite, or won a bite. And this is the Queen to be the most powerful in all the land in the 1937 Disney first Disney, and so it's like, was it Walt Disney's Animation Studios? God, such a tongue twister. First feature-length film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Her villainous, maniacal ways and her endless vanity continue to delight the audiences. Take a bite in this full-color 3D collectible. So this one has not that many less mints. This is the rare. So it's interesting how the common to uncommon drops 4,000 mints, but only from the uncommon to rare only drops 1,200 mints for the most part, because this says 8,888 first appearance. Yeah, I like the look and the aesthetic. Seems pretty straightforward. Seems pretty basic. I still think I like the Ursula one a bit more compared to these other two. And now we have Jafar, which is probably one of my favorite villains. I like Scar, I like Jafar. I did like Ursula, and we have Jafar from Aladdin. Merciless Jafar first slithered across the screens in 1992. In Aladdin, first featured in a full color emote or emoji style. The puppet master Jafar is holding a snake staff and ready to be the newest addition to your collection. So yeah, I think these are just adjectives, are just kind of like descriptions about the NFT itself. I don't think these are actually animated. If it did, you would think it would say it, but and this is the ultra rare, and now we're seeing a big drop off of about 2,000 mints, 2,222 mints off of the rare. So this would definitely be the most sought after one, I think, just strictly due to rarity for the most part. If I had to take a guess, price predictions are always so hard with this market. We're having a little bit of recovery, but people are also trying to accumulate as many gems as possible for that next big drop, you know, maybe a bigger Disney drop, Star Wars, brand new IP like Jurassic Park or whatever it is. We're not entirely sure what's going to happen, but if I had to guess, I would kind of somewhat compare this to the Pixar drop, where obviously Jafar is probably not the most popular of all these, but I think just strictly based on the fact that he is the ultra rare, it's going to be probably the most coveted. So if I really had to just throw numbers at this, I would probably say Jafar will probably go for like 70 to 80. Ursula, I think, will go for pretty well, I would say above box price at least. I do think she's going to be the most popular. Initially, she might go below, but I think people forget that she is probably one of the most sold physical collectibles just in general when it comes to Disney, at least just from what I've heard. I think she'll probably go for like 30 to 35, so she'll be well above box price. I do think these other two will be a little bit closer to box price, so I think 25 to 30 on these. Maybe the common will probably push like 30 to 35, but I do think the ultra rare, just due to the very low mints, now that I think about it, it might be closer to like 50 to 60 instead of 60 to 70. So again, price predictions, that's what they're called, price predictions, not price facts, not price, you know, whatever. I know some people are like, well, you've been off on your price predictions. I'm like, dude, if you can show me someone that is 100% or very accurate with their price predictions, drop after drop after drop, I'd be surprised. So yeah, that's probably the price predictions that I would kind of come up with. I'm definitely going to be playing these on drop. Again, I'm very glad I unlocked my second phone from it being shadow banned, which is actually a video I'm going to be doing later today, as you guys will see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys take care. Make sure to double and triple check all of your guys' listings so you don't screw yourself over. And I'll be sure to catch you guys next time. Take care.